Welcome back to DiceBound, everybody. We're back on our adventure in Call of Cthulhu's Blood Brothers. Joining us is Adise playing Brian O'Reilly. Yeah, that's the dance of Adise. And Wrath, who's also dancing, is back as Harold Cupperton. We've got our young blood and our old blood, and there's some bad blood in this adventure. Welcome back.
Well played.
We are on the streets of New York City, 1920s, thank you, Wrath, and we're heading towards O'Flanahan's. Oh, wait, no, maybe the sign says O'Flanagan's. Maybe I was wrong. It's an Irish pub and restaurant in which... Why are you looking so confused, Wrath?
Wait, now I don't know which one it is. Is it O'Flanahan's or O'Flanagan's?
I don't know. We're trying to solve a murder. The two Booker brothers were murdered, and we know that they were murdered at this restaurant. So our two heroes have walked down the street from where they were, and you are approaching O'Flanahan's. Is there anything in particular you want to do or say before you both enter the restaurant?
You hear that, boy? We're heroes.
I just hope I can get some shepherd's pie.
I just hope you can get paid. I'm not buying you food. Hang on. I'm trying to think of a way that he could earn money between the police precinct and O'Flanagan's.
You could rob somebody.
I'm not a robber.
You do recall that O'Flana whatevers is very loyal to your family, the Dutch Schultz mob.
True, yeah. Maybe I'll just I won't tell him that he'll have to go wash dishes or something, earn his food. In that case, heading over there, it's almost 11. I will stop. I want to stop and at one of those shoe shiners.
Sure.
On the side of the road. I'm going to climb up and have a seat, and I'm going to people watch while I get my shoes shined. I'll just, as we're walking down the road, I'll be like, hold a minute there, boy. I'm going to walk over and climb up and take a seat. And then nod to the gentleman who does the shoe shining.
He begins the shoe shine. You can see that the price is a whole nickel. Are you able to afford that, or are you gonna...
I will pay my own way.
Okay. Yeah, he's busy shining your shoes. Brian, did you want to continue without your comrade, or do you want to join him?
I won't get my shoes shined, but I'll just kind of stand there next to him and just make idle conversation. Man, the interactions that we've had this morning, this town's really going downhill. Nobody has any manners anymore.
It's true. This is 1920 something, so World War I
is done.
The Great War, you mean?
Right, yeah, the Great War.
Mm-hmm.
You were in the Great War.
Yeah.
It wasn't great.
Well, no, it was terrible.
It was very not Great War.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. Then I'll be like, seems like things changed while we were away. How old? Brian's young. He wasn't in the war. Was he?
I don't know if you were. I think Brian's like 26.
Probably.
And you're in your 30s.
Yeah.
Hang on, do it now for research. We need this.
I mean, 1920s. Yeah.
I always assumed most
Actually,
Call of Cthulhu things. Oh, go for it.
So Brian probably.
You probably were, like, at least near the end, right?
Yeah, at least towards the end of it. But I would say probably not. Maybe my number didn't get called from. Well, no, but
You were orphaned pretty young.
They're pulling everyone.
the
1914
the
to
British were pretty
1918.
shitty to the. Yeah, the British were pretty shitty to the Irish back then.
Yeah, you were one of the first. 1914 to 1918. It's the 1920s now. You're in your 20s, so you probably were a young lad, like a teenager, and maybe got in during the end of it or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay, then I'll be like, yeah. Then I'll stick with what I'm saying. Seems like things changed while we were away.
Aye. Nobody's got respect anymore.
Were you, how do I say this? Were you local during that time, or were you pulled from overseas?
Nay, I was overseas. I was me and the lads down in Cork. We were pulled out from our homes, and they kind of just enlisted us at gunpoint.
So not much different than how the rest of us were treated then.
Yeah,
What?
not the black and tans, but you know.
For reference, what does that mean? Because that sounded.
Black and tans is what the Irish used to call the British because of their uniforms.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Context.
Yeah, I don't know. Might edit that out. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
Just bleep it to make it sound even worse.
Yeah, fuck the
I like it. I like it. It's like, I don't know how to respond to that. Okay, we're good.
All right.
We're all very white. We got to be careful, you know.
True. Yeah.
Okay, I'll be like. So what brought you to stateside?
Well, after the rebellion, we needed to restock on funds, and the best way to do that was come to the free world.
We?
Me and my brothers.
Kind of turn, but like, and how exactly is it you're restocking your funds?
Well, I've made a little bit of a operational deal with Mr. Schultz. I am in his service, and he'll help me with getting munitions back to my boys back home.
For free?
Oh no, not for free. I told you I was in his service, right?
So you're paying him?
I, with my time, effort, and I don't take a whole lot in return, other than...
Apparently not.
You guys are interrupted at this moment. The shoeshine says, "Heads up, copper." And you look over and you can see a cop coming down the street, passing towards you guys as you're talking about your illegal operations. He keeps on shining your shoe and says, "Lovely weather, huh?"
Now see, there's respect right there.
The cop passes
I
by,
remember
like
what
looks down
is
at you
the
guys.
weather?
It's a decent day. It's not terribly sunny, but it's like there's a few clouds in the sky.
Fair enough. What season is it?
Probably late spring.
Spring. Okay. It's not showering, so can't be too mad about it.
He nods and goes to your other shoe. The cop has gone past you guys now.
How about that sports ball?
Never was a fan. Now, back
Sports
in the
ball?
old country.
Fuck
Nah.
sports ball.
see, now horse racing, now there's a sport. Something you can make money on, bet on.
Harold looks like he's about to say something, thinks twice, thinks three times, changes his mind, and goes, "Fair enough. How much longer there, boy?"
It is done now, sir.
I want to observe it. Not
your shoes?
him, my shoes, yes.
Yeah, go ahead and roll notice.
Just start checking him out.
Oh,
Notice.
Harold.
A 5.
Yeah, it looks like a thorough job. You check places that you might not necessarily check. Sides, the bottom, everything's perfect.
All right. I am going to give him $1.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good work, son. Keep it up. I'm going to get up and I'll continue on my walk.
All right. You guys are still heading to O'Flanahan's, correct?
O'Flanagan's, yeah.
Yeah, that is what the sign says. It's in a weird cursive
Sign
script, so
changes every time.
we're gonna throw you on in. The restaurant is just opening up. All those, everybody throwing their little pips across makes me laugh. Yeah, so it's a basic Irish pub restaurant. You can smell that they are cooking up some sort of stew or shepherd's pie in the back. The smell is filling the restaurant, and as you approached, it kind of wafts out into the street and trying to entice people in. You enter, there's not really that many other customers yet. They're just opening up. You imagine that there will be more as you reach the top of the hour. But yeah, it's about 11 a.m. on a Wednesday. And you can hear the manager talking to people. What would you like to do?
I think a seat at the bar.
Absolutely. Are you joining, Brian?
I'll join him, but as I'm walking in, I'll also like give a nod to Sean, and you're like, "Hey, Sean, you got any shepherd's pie back there?"
Yeah, you can see the like as you he was initially yelling in the back, but as you approach, you can see him come out in the front area talking to two of the waitresses, one of whom is about to go towards you, but you catch him there. I'm gonna pop a little visual of him on here. That's roughly how he looks. He's got an unfashionable brown suit, and you can tell by his eyes the slight puffiness reveals his often drunk nature. But he makes his way over to you both and says, "Oh, my friends! Yes, the shepherd's pie coming right up for both of you."
You gotta try it.
Sure then.
Two of them.
Two shepherd's pie right now. I send it right now on the double. And there's people yelling from the back. We're not going to be ready. He looks back at you. So why have you? Oh, I know why you've graced my fine restaurant today. And look, I am completely innocent of this. We did not mean for anything terrible to happen. This was no fault of ours, sirs.
Hi, Shawnee, calm down.
We're
just here to.
While he talks, real quick. While he talks, I'm gonna let him talk. I just want to be, again, people watching, observing. I want to see when we came in, was there any kind of like damage, breaking and entering type deal, and then if there's any like obvious damage inside.
Roll notice.
Okay.
And I'll talk more about that once. What were you going to say, Brian?
Yeah. So I was. It's all right. Calm down, Shawnee boy. We're just here to look into things. It might help if you would let us know all of the information that you know about what happened last night.
Oh, I was so terribly worried that that you'd be coming to say that I did this, and I had nothing to do with this.
You've been good to the family, Shawnee boy. Just let us know what you have.
Yes, but first, how about I get us all a beer to go with the shepherd's pie?
What kind of beer you got around here?
He lists off a number of rather popular Irish-type brews, ones that have been illegally trafficked here as part of your mob.
I'll take some of that Irish red.
Irish red coming. How about you, friend?
What have I noticed in this time?
You certainly haven't noticed any damage of any kind. Nobody broke in. Nobody's been. Well, there's a couple scuffs on the floor, but you have a feeling that might just be from this kind of restaurant.
Okay. Okay, my response will be, sure, you can fetch me a drink, and while you're at it, you can tell me, place seems in tip-top shape. How is that?
Yeah, he beckons to a waitress to bring the drinks, and he says, we spend the first hour of our day putting things back together sometimes. Figuring out what went wrong, what went right. Clean up messes, Care
to explain what you cleaned up this morning. I'd just like to know how 2 of our boys get dropped. And it doesn't even look like there was a fight here.
Oh, because it didn't happen in here, I guess. The busboy came in and said there's 2 dead guys in the alley. And
The alley.
yeah. So whatever it was, they were here. I hear, but whatever happened outside of the building.
You weren't here, Sean.
Yes, I was here.
You were here, but you don't know if our boys were here.
I was working mostly in the back office. Whatever happened, I didn't hear a thing.
Who was in the front?
Well, it was Billy, busboy. He was the one who notified me about finding the bodies. I believe Louise Mifflin was a waitress that was serving out there.
Perfect. And where is this Louise?
Well, she's not going to be on today. I guess she didn't show up this morning.
I see. And what about Billy?
Yeah, he's out. Hey, Billy, get over here. Yeah, he pulls a boy aside. It's a young-looking lad. Very young-looking. Possibly, well, no, it seems unlikely he's part of the family, but it's also strange that he's so young. He says, Billy's the one who found it. You tell these nice men everything they want to hear. The drinks come for you guys at this point. Billy's got like a towel and like a bin for dishes and whatnot. And he says, my job keeps me really busy, you know, like I was just going around all night picking up dishes and making sure everything was getting cleaned. And I was working in the kitchen just 5 feet away, and I didn't hear a thing. I was doing dishes. I took out the trash, and when I took out the trash, I saw they were gutted, both of them, on top of a garbage pile. And like their guts were so tangled up, you couldn't tell one from the other. And when I was done puking, I went in to get Mr. O'Flanahan.
And you found them in the alley out back?
Yeah.
Were they in here before that?
Well, I don't know. I don't really interact with the customers much. I just take the dishes and I wash the dishes. I think Louise was the waitress that I think she said something about them maybe.
Where does this Louise live?
Roll persuasion.
Roll. That's a 13, storyteller.
Off of a D4?
I'd like to know her measurements, social security number.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she lives at a local apartment near a corner store, just down the road. It's about a 10-minute walk.
Understood. Need to get some information. So, Billy. Anything else you saw, Beck? I'm going to go ahead and pull out...
Pull out a gun.
No. Listen, you made me kill dogs. I'm not killing anything else.
Thanks, Billy. That's all we need. Bam!
Not get demonetized. This goes on YouTube. YouTube, nothing happened.
Yeah, nothing happened.
I'm paying him, not hurting him. It's fine. I will pull out. Money is different this time. Probably like this would be a lot. I'm gonna pull out $2.
That is a lot.
I'm gonna guess that's a lot for him. I mean, you could buy a suppressor with that kind of money.
Yeah, that's pressure money right there.
Not that I would recommend that, Billy, but
sorry, Billy. Just ignore everything. Don't demonetize us.
I'm gonna pull out $2. I'm gonna slide it across the counter to where he would be able to grab it. And I'll be like, "Did you notice anything else?"
No, sir. Honest, my job keeps me busy, and I after I saw what happened, we had the police called, and the police handled it. I think they would know more of the like fancy things than me. They just look like they're dead.
Was it 3 police officers who came here last night?
I don't know. I think it was only 2.
All right, that was me just testing to see if he would lie to me. I'm gonna pull back $1 and give him $1. But like, appreciate your honesty, Billy.
He takes the dollar. So, thank you so much.
I'm gonna enjoy my I think I would go
The
out
shepherd's
back.
pie has arrived.
Yeah, I think I would go out back to investigate first, and then come back and eat
It's
my
going to
pie.
get cold.
Yeah, so you leave your meal
my
and
guy-
drink at the.
My guy is ruthless, and nothing stands in the way of my goal.
True.
Not even shepherd's pie.
Not even shepherd's pie.
Do you want to go out
I pull
through the
out,
front
I
door?
blast the shepherd's pie in the face, and then I go out back.
Accomplished.
No, I'll be heading out to the alley to investigate that, and then I'll have my shepherd's pie after I'm done.
Do you want to go through the restaurant, like walk into the back kitchen, go out that way, like the kid had, or do you want to go out the front door and then walk along to the alleyway and approach the back
See,
door?
that's the thing, is I need more information. I need the waitress, someone who actually knew if they were in the restaurant, where they sat, who they talked to, if they went through the restaurant or if they went around back. Why were they in the back? Why were they in the alley? Like, we're a high class mafia. Like, we don't just hang out in trash heaps. So, it would be
True.
weird for them to just be back there. So, were they just found back there? Were they never even in the building and someone dragged them and threw them in that pile when they were done with them? Like, I just don't have enough information. So more than likely I would go. I haven't been here before, and I'm not trying to, like, according to our boss, we're good with these people, so I'm not trying to piss them off. So I will go out and around the building rather than
Absolutely.
through their business.
Brian, are you going with, or are you going to enjoy the benefits of your job, free food?
I'm enjoying the benefits of my job. I mean, when there's food on the table, Brian O'Reilly's not going to walk away from the table.
That's fair. I think this difference in your actions really highlights who these 2 characters are. So I'm going to give each of you a Benny as you continue along this case. Harold, why can't I just normally give you a Benny?
No, I don't know.
For some reason, your name's too long, so I can't click the little button on the side,
Oh,
I guess. Weird. Anyways. So yeah, you are able to enjoy this delicious shepherd's pie. It brings you back home in a way. It has that simplicity, but also the richness, all the flavors mixing together. Your beer is delicious, and for a brief moment, you can really enjoy the perks of your job. You feel bolstered, and you feel like you're making progress of kinds in an investigation, but hey, you're doing the best you can. Meanwhile, in the alley, you make your way, Harold, to the garbage pile, you presume, and it definitely looks like there's a dumpster and or a trash container, and then a bunch of bags of like trash around it, and it's definitely strewn about. It doesn't look like somebody cleaned up at all. But go ahead and roll a notice check for me.
it'll be a 6.
Yeah, you're looking for anything that might be a weapon. You know that there were no metal filaments, so it's unlikely there was a knife, but you check for casings, and you suddenly realize there's not a single drop of blood on this pavement or on this garbage. And if the bodies were to be found the way Billy had described them, with their guts entangled and everything, you would think there'd be a little blood.
Well, yeah, we saw the bodies and knew that they were drained of blood. So that's what also
True.
leads me to believe they weren't killed here. They were dropped here after someone already mutilated them. Is my
Fair.
thoughts. Harold's thoughts. There wouldn't be blood here. Maybe they were already long dead.
It's a valid thought.
Okay. I'd like to hack into all the security cameras on the streets.
Pull out your laptop.
Yeah. I like to
Your
call
1920's.
Steve Jobs. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure what other information I could get from this. I guess could I look, depending on the layout, is there a lot of entrances to this place, or just is it one alley back to a dead end?
It crosses through. So there's an end to this alley, and it's more street.
It crosses through, but it ends in the alley. What?
Like it's an alley between two streets. So like at the end of it, it just opens to more street.
Oh, okay. Okay. So there isn't, yeah, so it just goes through.
Yeah,
Okay.
just a straight line alley.
Okay. I couldn't tell which way they came from, which way they went. I want to. There's a very unlikely chance that Harold thinks an animal did this, but I'd like to look for any kind of claw marks or anything along the alley, just because of the way he saw the bodies.
Yeah.
Maybe someone let their dogs on them.
I'll let you use that 6 notice for this. You don't see anything that would suggest a lot of like predator scuffling or anything. You don't see claw marks into the pavement or anything. In fact, besides the garbage strewn everywhere, you wouldn't say that there was ever a fight here or death in this alley.
Accuse him with what he's thinking. Okay. So, my only leads right now are the waitress, Louise Mifflin, and Officer Peters and Officer Helm, all 3 of which are currently missing. I don't think I have anything else that I can do here. So, I will probably return to the front to have my food and drink.
You can probably find Brian is partially or almost completely through his meal and his drink. And Sean O'Flanahan approaches as Harold enters. And he says, can I get you a refill on that?
I'm on business, so one's going to be it for today.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's all good. All good.
I appreciate it, Sean. Now, Sean, why are you so skittish? You're not usually like this.
I really thought that you guys might misinterpret what happened. To think that we had done this or that we were working with new people. We're definitely with the Dutchman.
Do you know anything about these new people?
Go ahead and roll your persuasion. Harold, are you going to sit and start consuming, or did you want to do something else?
Yeah, he's probably just sitting, eating, drinking, thinking.
It's good shepherd's pie. It's better beer if you're going to have the beer. Would you like to use a Benny?
Yeah, I'll try Benny.
Yeah. Says, well, yeah. I'm not trying to hide anything. But some fellas did approach us about our supply. He gestures to your drinks. I turned them down, of course.
Good lad. Now, what were they asking about our supply?
They were asking to be the ones to supply for our drinks, you know? And we said, nope, we are loyal to the Dutchman. That's where we get our drinks. We'll be protected by the Dutchman, I told him. He kind of scoffed at me and said, not for much longer.
I see. And the bodies appeared after that interaction?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that would have been about a week ago that they approached me.
I see. Well, the Dutchman will keep you in good hands.
Good, good. I rely on you guys to keep this neighborhood safe.
Aye. And we'll follow through on your good graces.
Thank you, thank you.
At this, he's going to kind of turn to Harold. I think this might have been a message rather than a killing outright.
Well, we do know the Booker brothers were in charge of something. I'll kind of look to Sean and look back. Involving this business. I think that's exactly what it was. No less. Best we put a stop to it.
All right. Well, sounds like we need to find a waitress.
Yes. Louise Mifflin, correct?
Are you asking Sean?
I am Sean, yes. Harold is asking Sean.
I am.
He says, yes,
I am Sean.
I'm pretty sure Louise Mifflin was the one. It pulls out a little notebook. Oh, yeah, yeah. She would have been the one on. She has today off. Okay, so she is probably home.
Glad to hear it. Good pie, by the way.
Thank you, thank you.
As always, tell the missus fantastic job with the shepherd's pie.
Well, will do. Anything else I can get you, sirs?
You wouldn't have to have a Bailey's for the road, would you?
I'll see what I can get out of the back.
Much appreciated.
He heads off to grab you a Bailey's. And unless you guys want to do anything, he returns shortly.
While he waits for his drink, I'll be stepping outside and just having a smoke. People watching.
Sounds good.
And I'll let you know as DM. My guy is people watching, but he's also just making sure we're not being tailed, followed.
Oh, yeah.
No
yeah,
one's
definitely.
watching what we're doing.
Definitely. So, yeah, he returns the glass bottle, pushes it over to you. The best we can do.
You just got a shot. I just need a shot at the thing. I don't need the full bottle.
Oh, walking around with a bottle.
He pours you a shot of it then and says, I guess I misinterpreted what your needs are.
Salancha.
And
Sets it down.
he takes it from you.
Walks out.
And yeah, you guys return to the streets. You're back on the streets. Is there anything else you wanted to do, or are you heading to Louise Mifflin's apartment?
Yeah, because I feel like the cops are just going to tell us the same thing we've already seen and know. It's just going to be confirming rather than learning anything new. I could be wrong. I think they're still worth talking to, but yeah, I think Louise is probably the top lead right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys continue on walking down the streets of New York City, trying to solve this mystery at hand. You make your way to the corner market that you had seen. It's where people might get their goods and their food. It's convenient. And there's an apartment right next to it that you're able to get entry to. You head up to the appropriate floor. I believe it's the 3rd floor. And you head down to the room where apparently she's living. Would you guys like to knock, or stand
Courtesy
awkwardly?
Yeah, no, I'll stand back and wait, letting the new guy. Listen, I had to pay the cop, so he's got to earn his keep.
He knocks on the doors, not you. Yeah.
So Brian's gonna go up and knock on the door. What was the name of the waitress?
Louise Mifflin.
Louise.
Oh, I need to be typing down names, don't I?
Yeah, so he's gonna knock on the door. Hello, Louise.
You can hear movement, and after a few moments, younger woman opens the door. I'm gonna reveal her on the page here. It's an idea of what she looks like. She opens the door. She looks at you guys suspiciously. Says, "What can I help you with?"
Sorry to bother you, madam, but we had some questions about that unfortunate incident that it sounds like you were a part of at Flanagan's last night.
I'd rather not relive that horrible night. I've told the police everything I can.
I understand, but we're not the police, and we're here to try to keep everybody safe.
She looks at you suspiciously. Says, "Are you with the Dutchman?"
I'll just kind of silently nod.
She looks at you, Harold. You? What's the Dutchman?
Looking back at her.
My partner, yes.
Why don't you simply answer our questions rather than getting to know us? We're not looking to date you. We're looking for answers.
Better speak for yourself.
Oh.
I smack him upside the head.
She says, well, my boss has said that you lot are the ones who keep things safe. Come in. I'll tell you what I know. She
Thank
opens
you,
the
ma'am.
door for you guys. Presumably, you both enter into her small apartment. It looks like she lives alone, most likely. It's very small. It's furnished enough that everybody has a seat here, but they're basically filling out the capacity of the seating in this apartment. She says, "Would you like tea or coffee?"
I could have a coffee.
Coffee sounds great, ma'am.
Okay. She goes to get a kettle of water going. And she says, so what exactly did you want to know? I'm not really a medical person. I don't know much about the bodies.
We've seen the bodies. We don't need any more gruesome details on those, but just more what you were up to that night, and if you noticed anything out of the ordinary.
Well, I recall the two men who were killed. They had steak with potatoes at around 10 o'clock, and they didn't finish their meal. They left through the rear door without even paying their bill, which I thought was quite rude. Your people normally pay the bills. It's out of the ordinary. I understand that there's protection that they provide, but usually they pay. And usually they tip quite well. So I was quite disappointed that they left without paying. And, well, it's strange because there were these two foreign gentlemen who, well, they used the rear door shortly before that. And, they were also sitting at one of my tables. They didn't pay their bill, so, I mean, that's me not getting a tip again. So they left into the alley.
Aye. And these foreign gentlemen, could you make out any nationality in particular?
Oh, well, they were dressed in these dark suits that seemed kind of like a unusual European style. Like maybe they're the latest French fashion. They're both really tall, with very dark hair. It looked like black hair. Pale white faces. And they had these weird accents where I couldn't really understand them too well. But I think maybe it was they were French. Maybe a French accent. Because that would explain like the clothes being so weird. But I don't really know.
I see. Now, what did these foreign folk order?
I don't know. I got them steak and potatoes.
Oh, steak and potatoes.
That's what it sounded the closest to.
I see. Well, And there was no other indications from the brothers that, other than them walking out after him?
Yeah, it was a busy night. There's a lot of people there, and I only really remember them because they didn't pay their bills or leave a tip or anything. And Billy went in the back and found the bodies. He was the one who well, made so much noise that drew me into it. I got the cops called, and the cops came and looked at the bodies and took them away.
I see. Well, that does blow a hole in our original predictions, but
It's crazy, though. You'd think there'd be a noise or a commotion. We would have heard a commotion. Like if somebody shot a gun, you'd hear that. Or even if somebody was just swinging lead pipes, there would have been noise.
aye.
How long did you say after the two foreign gentlemen went out the back? And then our gents got up and followed them. You said that they didn't have any interaction beforehand that you're aware of.
Correct. But they left pretty close together.
See. And then how long after that did Billy find them?
It would have had to been really close, like just a minute or so. As I said, with I guess that short of time, you would really have to. I don't know how you kill somebody so gruesomely, so quickly.
You don't.
No, I'm a waitress.
No. I mean, in general, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I think what my friend's getting at here is, how's that coffee coming?
She has brewed it and is probably serving it to you now.
Thank you, ma'am. Did you see, so these foreigners, they never came back into the restaurant after, well, the event?
Oh, no, yeah, no, I haven't seen them after, they came in and talked to my boss, Sean Flanagan, earlier, like a week or so, but, yeah, no, I haven't seen them since.
And you didn't happen to catch their names at all?
No, and I don't even think they live here, because they're staying at that, what is it? They had a ticket stub to the, Empire Hotel, I guess?
Empire Hotel, eh? Have you heard of this Empire Hotel? Harold?
You guys can both roll common knowledge.
Okay.
I'll use a Benny.
Okay.
No.
Gonna leave it at that?
I'm leaving it.
Okay.
Use all my bennies on knowing if there's a hotel.
Yeah, Brian, you know where the hotel is. It's a fairly popular hotel. But Harold, you haven't had to use that. You don't use hotels.
I haven't been there myself.
Is that the one up on Waterfront Place up there? Or is it the one on Central Avenue?
If you're saying that to
Luis.
She says, I think the one on Central Avenue, but I wouldn't. No, just what it said is Empire Hotel.
I see. All right. This is good coffee.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, Harold, you got anything else?
Only more questions. I'm gonna finish mine, set it down, probably just downed it, set it down. Thank you, man. If you think of
Brian's
anything
looking that
else,
way.
reach out to one of our boys at Flanagan's. Ganhan.
We'll do. I see your boys frequently at the restaurant. She leads you guys to the door.
I mean, he's got the best shepherd's pie in town.
Do you guys want to do anything else, or do you head out?
Thank you for your time, ma'am.
She says, anytime. If I can be of any help, let me know.
Will do. We'll hope to get this all sorted very soon.
Good. I like it when things are safe in the neighborhood.
Aye.
All right. You guys head on out, and I'm putting you... Well, you're already on the streets, but I'm throwing her off the streets.
We in the streets. Get her off the streets.
And, well, it's about early afternoon, and you are on the streets of New York City. Got a little bit of time left in this session. What would you like to do?
Well, Harold, that sounds like the place we need to go next. The Empire Hotel.
I think that's the only lead we haven't really chased down yet. Not sure it's gonna come to much. Well, it's worth looking into.
Aye. Well, are we ready to go?
That took you a real long time to think of that. Yes, Brian, I think we are.
He's mocking me. All right.
Who are you talking to? Your spider?
Me. Stank Crush.
Go watch our other module if you want inside jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta watch them in chronological order.
Yeah.
Anyways, you make your way down to, one of the Empire hotels. And it's a busy hotel. It's a very large one with expensive rooms closer to the top. They have functioning elevators. What?
What?
And overall, it's a fancier place. Looking at it from the outside, you feel that you will stick out if you are not dressed in a suit.
I might need to go home and change.
I strutted.
But otherwise, it just looks like a normal hotel in the early afternoon.
Actually, Brian looks around for like a service entrance.
You were just gonna, for some reason, I thought you were like, Brian looks around for another guy in a suit.
Whacks him with the shillelagh. Takes the suit.
Roll your notice.
All right. Oh. All right. Who needs Benny?
All right. Yeah,
Nice.
you
Good
can
setup.
definitely find a service entrance in an alley off to the side.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to go in this way.
I've already gone inside.
All right, you guys split up to go into the hotel lobby. Harold, I want you to roll notice as you go into the lobby, but I want you to roll notice at a -4.
Ooh.
Me?
Yeah, you're Harold.
Well, I don't like that.
Some Feywild bullshit going on here.
At a -4. I have one Benny.
Ugh.
Okay, hang on. So I'm walking into the business and I'm rolling a notice at a -4. That's all I got, right?
Right.
You need to have something explode You need to have something explode.
Yeah, there's no other way.
Huh.
Because my note is pretty good. Okay, I'm using my last penny. Oh
Oh no!
That is not what you want to see, and I don't see because it was a notice check. All right.
So you enter into the Empire Hotel lobby, and you
Yeah.
can see that there's a front desk area with a person working at the front desk. There's a small line, and there's people waiting in the lobby. There's an elevator, and there are 3 like hallways that lead further out. You look around, and nothing really catches your interest.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the front desk.
Do you want to cut in line, or are you going to be a patient person?
Nah, I'm patient.
All right. You go to the back of the line, and while you're waiting in line, I'm going to jump over to Brian. You open up the service entrance. You can see that there's people like moving about in the like, presume it's like connection to the laundry and a little food area and whatnot. Is there anything you wanted to do in particular in the service area?
I would like to go and find like the repair room and look for any sort of like blueprints or schematics.
There's probably like a maintenance room.
Yeah, like a maintenance room sort of thing, and see like.
I like that he just called it the repair room.
Yeah.
You're an engineer.
The fixie room.
The fixie room with the drugs and stuff.
Yeah, we'll say it's fairly easy. You find like a maintenance room, but I don't think there's any schematics or anything. It just seems like a regular. Well, okay, like schematics. I think I thought of it differently. You're probably looking at like a floor plan.
Would they have a
Yeah,
fire escape route?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In which
so
case,
like
yeah,
floor
there's certainly
plans.
that. You can find a map that shows off the floors. It looks like every floor is just a bunch of rooms with a like central kind of storage area where you can put like fresh towels and everything without having to go between floors. The top is a penthouse. And there's fire escapes, but not to the penthouse.
And there's a. Is there any information about like the elevators here?
Yes, elevators go all the way to the top except for the penthouse, in which case there's another elevator that goes from the top floor to the penthouse.
Gotcha. Okay. And do I see any like just looking around? Do I see any like bulletins of like, hey, there's this thing that needs to be fixed on this floor or this room or something like that?
Yeah, there's probably a couple things like loose doorknob on room 202, loose doorknob, stuff like that. It's all relatively simple and nothing with the penthouse.
Okay. Like, what is the do I see any service notes that are like on the top floor? So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get like an alibi for like why I'm a maintenance man is like going up to the top floor.
Roll notice.
Okay.
That's the roll that Harold wanted in the lobby.
Harold
I'll
needed.
split that with you.
Yeah, so as you're looking around through paperwork and everything, you find some notes that like months back is what you're going through. An old note about bringing a bunch of heavy crates to the penthouse. The crates seemed kind of wet, and so I guess there's a mold concern potentially, but nobody's ever checked up on it.
Okay. Mold concern penthouse crates.
The crates were really long, so they didn't fit very well in the elevator. I see Wrath
Okay.
over there hating that detail.
I have no idea what's going on.
All right. So with this information, that kind of gives him an alibi. He's going to start making his way. He's probably going to go out into the lobby area to try to like get his compatriot and try to kind of like give him the head nod over towards the elevators.
That is something that you do notice, but we'll say that happens in just a moment. You've gotten to the front of the line. The I don't know, receptionist of the hotel looks to you, Harold, and says, "Do you have a room reservation?"
I have more of a question, if you don't mind.
Oh, not at all.
We're investigating an event that happened in town here recently. In the local area, we've got a couple of suspects that were seen staying at this hotel. A couple of foreign gentlemen, French perhaps, dark hair. You recognize them?
I mean, we have a lot of visitors that come to our great city from across the seas.
Would have been here within the last day.
Would you?
I am
Perhaps-
feigning that I'm law enforcement without saying that, if you caught that.
Yes, I caught that. I think she
Okay.
did too. She says, you wouldn't be talking about, Mr. Tepes, would you?"
I have not gotten a name. Could you describe them?
Well, he's kind of foreign, but he's really rich and comes from across the seas. And he was here last night, but he leaves most nights. I hear from the night staff that he's quite charming, friendly, tips well.
Was he traveling with anyone? There was definitely
Uh,
two gentlemen.
Yeah, I think he usually has several friends and an accountant that sometimes visits.
Does he sound French?
I don't know. I haven't actually interacted with him directly, but
See.
he could be. I hear the French are charming.
I see. If I want to do, you said his name was.
Rolanov Tepes. I hear he goes to all sorts of like operas and plays and all the expensive nightlife.
I have that name written down, I think.
Oh, I'll type
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
Yeah, it was previous.
You said Tepev? I wrote down
Tepes.
Pechi. Tepes. Okay. I was way off.
It had a P in it, so whatever.
Okay. Rolling on.
Rolling off Pickles.
Tepes. Okay, so I have
Rolling
heard that
up
name.
the tongue.
Okay. Okay, perfect. I am going to take that name. I'll be like, okay, perfect. If we wanted to just ask him some questions, where would I find them?
Probably here later tonight.
I don't look around. Just right here.
Yeah, he usually leaves around 10 or 11.
Right. I'm not just gonna stand in the lobby, ma'am. I'd like to go ask him some questions. What room might he be staying in?
Well, the penthouse, but
Penthouse. Okay.
he'd need to be expecting you to get access.
He
The
needs to be
second
expecting
elevator.
me for the police to knock on his door.
Yes.
I don't think you understand how the law works, ma'am.
I don't think I do either.
Right. I'm going to need access to his door, not invading his space or anything, but simply to at least knock and make the house call so I can let my boss know that I did my job.
Yeah, you can go call him.
Call him. What do you mean?
You would, I would assume you'd go to his elevator and page for somebody to talk to you and see if they're willing to have you up to their penthouse.
So from what I'm understanding, the elevator goes directly into the penthouse, not to like a front door.
Probably goes, the second elevator goes up, but only to their front door, most likely. but
Right.
you might have to get access to the elevator itself.
Right. So you're saying you don't have access to the elevator so that the police could go knock on his door?
No.
That seems wildly unsafe. That the business doesn't have access to their own. You know what? Fine. Fair enough. How do I get to this elevator?
Go to the top floor using the stairs or the regular elevator, and it is right next to the regular elevator's exit. So you get out of the elevator, turn to your left, and then you turn your you'd step forward a little bit, and then you turn left again. It'll be right there.
I'll find it. Thank you.
Anything else I can help you with? Would you like to rent a room, perhaps?
Why would I want to rent a room?
I don't know. You seem tired.
I work. Have a good day, ma'am.
You too.
This girl's a fucking idiot. I am talking to the wrong person. I'm going to turn and head towards the elevators.
You can see your comrade approaching with a piece of paper in his hand.
I swear people are getting dumber by the second.
Aye. Well, at least we do know that we do have an inn for getting up to that penthouse there.
What?
Oh yeah, there's a service request.
I kind of look him up and down and I'll be like, who knew being a wreck would come in handy? Fair enough. I'll head towards the elevators.
All right. I feel like this is a good point to end the session for the evening. We're coming up on about an hour from when we started from the break. So you guys are entering the elevator, and next episode, we're going to find out what you guys do up in this hotel penthouse. Will they be able to get in there? Will they be able to find this Rolanov? And will they be able to solve this crime once and for all? I've gotten a lot of clues so far, but we'll find out what happens next time on DiceBound.